A lot of people ask me how they can be creative without knowing much or having much knowledge in their creative world. And I felt it very important to do this vlog about the importance and actually the power of a very simple project and material that can be used that can take you from being overwhelmed and feeling quite stressed into relaxation within 5 minutes. Now, first of all, I just want to quickly revise over and go over the brain and how it works. So we have both a left and a right side brain, and both provide various functions to help us be able to survive in the world, do things, and use certain techniques of what we do when we're living in the world. And the left brain is about bringing in structure, step-by-step processes, and the right brain is about problem solving creatively those step-by-step processes. So I'm just really simplifying it for you. And what tends to happen is when we feel overwhelmed, when we feel frustration, it's because generally one side of the brain has been overstimulated too much. Now, the kind of society that we live in, and most families that I talk to, and adults and parents and teachers, I'm finding in my research the brain that is mostly being overstimulated is the left side of the brain. And that is because the processes and the steps are just too much, that we're not giving the brain a bit of a breather in between. So then we either add more to our plate, we do more, and we think by doing more we're going to achieve more, or we become busier and we don't take time out, or we kind of work ourselves out and then burn out and then have a rest for all those areas. And on top of it, we sometimes end up not doing what we love. So all these things come into play. Now, I'm going to give you this technique here, the power of the oil pastel material. This has been really, really fascinating. I've done this with children, especially who are having quite a lot of problems at school. They are either, feeling not connecting, or they go through a challenging time of growing through, connecting with listening and fair exchange with authoritative figures, all these kinds of areas. And the pressure of the oil pastel and the power of it is quite phenomenal, because what it does is by pressing hard, it gets the brain to almost pop back into place. And by popping back into place, I mean it just gets it back in alignment, because generally you've got your left brain and your right brain, and they're out of sorts and they're not working together. So when we use a pressured image like the oil pastels, it just pops back into place, and it gets the brain to be on the same level, working together in harmony as a team. And with this particular technique, I've got some children's art pieces behind me. What we do is we are coloring really, really hard, and then we're layering the colors. And then on top of it, you are still bringing in what the left brain feels is safe, that it actually achieves something beyond your expectation. So it's been an absolutely amazing experience to trial this, to experiment with it, to research it and see how all these techniques grasp together. So highly, highly recommend the power of oil pastels, and it really is simple. We do have a short, quick video to how to do this technique on this specific goldfish template. So get in touch and check out the special, and obviously you can just get this short medium. I think there's a special, so just check it out there, and look forward to obviously connecting with you as always.